So yeah, compliance is going to rise pretty quickly, plus we have various compliance modifiers. We have got 250,000 in the bank, so we could invest some of that. I'm thinking grain solicitations, just for this constant manpower buff. It lasts a long time. So I think I'm going to grab that. And I would like to get the new Citizens Care package as well, so we might need to wait until we make another injection of cash from that. And because the collaboration is finally starting to fix itself, we've suddenly gained a massive number of factories. So let's make more of those. Let's make more of those. And I guess more of those. Sulphur Town. We'll have at least a road moving through all of this. And let's see. Muty Plains produce a lot. Forge of Giants, though. Really productive location. And we're just making a lot. Oh, hang on. Hang on. We will eventually get the Trans-Texas Railway. Which puts 4 infrastructure in every state. So as long as we get everything up to level 6, that's going to be enough. And then, just in case war against Lanius does happen, I am going to start upgrading these back up to level 3s. Just to get that done. Go. Okay, so how long until this? 24th of August, so we've still got a long time. And what about shortages? Just firearm weaponry. Manpower's all gone out. We need only 75 more dogs. So, yeah, we're basically there. Surpluses are filling up nicely. Production is going very nicely. And we have oodles of resources. Trade route, thank you. Let's go take a look at the trade node. Map mode. So Lone Star probably wants their thing to go to Twin Mothers, just because Twin Mothers has consistently been ludicrously wealthy. And yes, we're going to send you to that. Unfortunately, nobody is trading with us anymore like they were previously, which is unfortunate. However, the value has skyrocketed again. Now, one other thing that we should probably think about doing in Lone Star is just, you know, building stuff here. I think I might put power station. No, power stations probably don't count in Lone Star. So what is a member state? It's basically everything which is directly adjacent. So, in other words, we don't want to be putting other factories in these member states, because I don't think they count towards the development. In fact, the member states don't seem to count at all. Yet they must do. So we're going to do this. Hey, Kiddie Ports. It's going well. We've formed the provisional government of Texas, as you can see. Had a couple of issues with the actual transference, but the console let us fix that. The question of the capital, yet another choice to be made. A privilege, most would think. Where shall we settle our seat of power? From where shall we govern Texas? Which city shall become a beacon of spreading freedom and wealth? Dallas, the largest old world city in Texas, the Lone Star, the New World boomtown, or Austin as a symbol of mutant human unity? This is a big one. Where are we going to put our capital? Dallas, which was also the Brotherhood's capital. Lone Star, which was our capital. Or Austin, which was the Austin Unity's capital. And they did bring super mutants into the frame, which is quite an achievement. Like, we've actually got super mutants and humans living together. Amazing. So what should we do? Vote, vote, vote. Get your votes in. Yeah, Lanius hasn't attacked yet. He hasn't been putting very many troops on our border yet either. So we're actually gearing up to go after Ejecito because they took out the Alamo. And that's Texas, yo. You guys have no orders. That's unacceptable. Oh, we forgot the Brotherhood guys too. Let's put them here with, frankly, the same orders. Okay, so Dallas got 13% of the vote. Austin got 37% of the vote, but the undisputed victor was Lone Star with 50% of the vote. And In Deviation contributed 1,000 channel points. Again, a remarkably clean election. What's going on here? So Lone Star has won. We're going to go with the New World Boomtown, which kind of makes sense seeing as we did keep Lone Star's flag. Okay, so we can't go with the bang plan, which would have given us money, even more money, and even more money. Oh, that's great. It's like, would you like money, money, or money? Let me think about that one. Liberal state, manpower, manpower, or manpower. Claims and war goals on Cypher Warband. On Lost Lodge and Cypher Warband. And then Texan Arms Association form a cause, which we're going to get anyway from Ejecito. Form the TBR. Don't know what that is. Oh! Oh, these are the... yeah, satellites. Houston Rock... oh, that's why! Because they control the Space Center. Suddenly makes sense why they're called the Houston Rockets. I thought it was a football thing. Or maybe basketball. Refurbishing the old national gas fields would be really good for us because we do have a massive air force and a large portion of our military is mechanized. And we have had energy problems. I mean, we are going to be generating 2.6 thousand and our maximum utilization is 1,000. No, we're probably okay in the short term. We could establish our constitution, or we could go for the matters of war. I think probably constitution. Let's get ourselves stabilized. Texas has had a total of 8 constitutions: the 1827 Constitution, the 1836 Constitution of the Republic, the 1845 Constitution, the 1861 Constitution, which we don't talk about, the 1866 Constitution, the 1869 Constitution, the 1876 Constitution, and the 2054 Constitution. Let's make another one. Rockets are a basketball team. Okay. Money, money, or money? Man, I was hoping for money. Yeah, all of that free money would have been great, because it would have just let us keep the things here just ticking over. We can grant the followers bases, which will lose us some production. We can escort the caravans. Placate them, we can divert. I think I'm going to give them bases and also escort. So we are trying to help them here. I have a feeling if you give them bases, they do give you something in return. I don't remember fully, though. And don't remind me. Right, 47,000. Grain solicitations is being done. Cool. I doubt there's research slots. We already have 5. Oh. First People's Junction's trading with us. TAA is trading with us. Oh no, that's a Jacito. So basically, the provisional... Oh, that's great. The Provisional Republic of Texas is the NCR if they'd actually got along with the Western Brotherhood. I just realized that. They're basically the same entity. So we can sign here. Click to sign the Constitution. Are you sure you want to sign the Constitution? When signed, it may no longer be edited. Wait, what? Edward J. Rust. Oh, wait, was that? Oh. It wasn't editing the signature, it was editing the Constitution. I think we may have just missed out on a whole bunch of things there. Hang on. Oops. Yeah, you're supposed to add clauses. That is not clear from that at all. It felt like a funny Easter egg. Exactly. I feel like this should pop up when you actually select a decision for it to pop up. Although there are no decisions for it yet. Ooh, reduction in corn costs. Now I will admit I was expecting there to be a button to say sign Constitution. There is not. Add subsection separation of powers to Constitution. So we need to do this. Add the Declaration of the Rights of Man and others to Constitution. Texas Constitutional Convention desk. Alright, fine, we'll give them a desk. I mean, how are you going to sign it without a desk? You're not wrong. How indeed? The Rights of Man, Mutant Ghoul, and Mole Rat. And with the extra trade income, yeah, we are gaining. I mean, we are now maintaining a much bigger army, which is why our outgoings are so much higher. Just notice that, just like they've got holes on their front line, so do we. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do is drop your line and drop your line. Then we're going to get you to draw a new front line there and there. We're going to have 6 of you on that. And you lot can come over here. This front line. It's going to come along here. And then this front line's going to go there. And then there. Whoops. We'll put 5 on that one. Okay. We can always reposition troops over there if we need to. So that's going to have freed up a couple more. We could also train more Tercio. And frankly, I think we're going to have to. Let's get another 13. Make this a 24 stack too. Must be the #1 economy. I would hope so. I mean, I suspect that Caesar's Legion probably produces a fair amount, but I would imagine that I've got more just overall industry. We can find out. We have got 176 factories. Caesar's Legion's got 135. Lanius has 178. He's actually got more than us. However, our military is actually about twice the size of Lanius's cohort. And the NTR at this point actually has an even bigger army than that. And about 105 factories. The real power in this relationship's the Steel Rangers. They're huge. Anyway, we have some more factories, so we are going to... I think probably focus on a couple more planes. Do something like that. Okay, so next up we can do Foundations of a Government, which will drop our stability but increase our political power. Texas, Foundations of Government, desk. And now we're getting some subsections. What are those subsections? No idea. And yeah, we probably should increase the APC core to be 24 as well. So that's going to be another 7. However, we are now out of APCs. But we should be able to replace relatively quickly. Let's do this. I mean, the biggest problem is the LMGs, which we are now 2,500 short. Is there a decision to make the Constitution tab show up? Because I don't think you should have closed that tab. No. Oh, yes there is. It's a new button. Oh, I wonder if this is still in development. Because I have a feeling you're supposed to choose which articles to bring in. That's an interesting idea. They need to make it a heck of a lot more clear that you shouldn't just sign it straight away. Because it really did feel like an Easter egg. Dizzy Insane and Tolga Busol67, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Reminds me of Tropico, yeah, a little bit. Foundations of a government. Because I really like the concept. Like, creating your own constitution's awesome, but it really felt like an Easter egg. It's like, oh, I can sign this thing. Sweet. Bill of Rights. Add an amendment slot to the Article Declaration of the Rights of Man and others to the Constitution. Texas Bill of Rights. Desk. We're getting loads of desks out of this. The desk manufacturing industry is going to be absolutely booming. Heaven's Gate declared war on Whitechapel. I'm surprised that took them as long as it did. And we can modify our government once more. That's another thing we've lost. Oh man, we've actually gone quite far backwards here. We had outsider auxiliaries. No undesirables. I think we had recruit all mutants. We had military academy officers. We had military academy training. And not to mention the industrialists. Now, something I am going to give myself is these back. Did we have... No, we must have had super mutant recruitment. Or did we have all? I don't remember if we had all. But we definitely need 400 for this and 400 for this. So, PP 800. I just really... looks like John Wayne. Now, is this intended to be a reset? Or is this intended to be a continuation? Maybe we should go like halfway. I think we should go like halfway. So I'm going to get rid of 400. And yeah, that's true. We do have to core everything as well, still. Like, the coring I can get. Although I think if you form Utah, you don't need to. I don't remember. And I do want to have at least super mutants, so I'm going to give myself another 100 for that. Because I don't think we had any ghouls in the nation. I mean, I know Loss was a ghoul town, but I don't think they were allowed. And we had outsider auxiliaries. Because we've merged with the Brotherhood, I'm kind of okay with that going backwards a step. Economy, we were on well-equipped army. That's why this is taking so long to build stuff. Again, because we integrated the Brotherhood, I think I'm going to go for another funding the army. Oops. Yeah, funding the army. And discourage traders. We were freaking Lone Star. Absolutely not. Open trade. 100% open trade. Brotherhood wages. We were not on the lowest, but we don't have any other choices here because we're technically the Brotherhood, even though we weren't the Brotherhood. And we'll wait on these. So we can grab somebody, and considering how much infrastructure and how much civilian economies or civilian factories we're building right now, I think that Frank Walker would make sense. Muzzle dissent. No, we had free speech, and I think that's very Texan, so we're going to give ourselves another 100 for that. Slavery outlawed. Despite what the Brotherhood were doing, we're outlawing slavery. And chems were legal. It's all just good business. Am I planning on doing a special Ottoman run when the new patch comes to Kaiserreich? I don't know. I mean, I've still got so many other things to do in Hearts of Iron that Kaiserreich won't be on for a while. I'm just going to set your expectations right there. Because I still got to play through more of Battle of the Bosphorus. I've still got to do Turkey for a start. And also Yugoslavia. Then Old World Blues has just come out with a new release. Tag switch to found provisional government. Yeah, so what happened is, and we've tested this both ways, while I was working on getting down to the provisional government, the Texan Brotherhood actually formed the provisional government and annexed me into them. It worked properly, like it was game over, but then the game over went away and then I was playing as the Provisional Republic of Texas. It gave me all of the technologies and background of the Brotherhood, which was a little bit of a problem, but kind of made sense because they were the one that formed it. Even though it says in the text you're supposed to inherit everything from both of them, but you don't. You only get the Brotherhood stuff. Then I went back to the autosave before that, auto-completed all of the focuses, which allowed me, Lone Star, to create the Provisional Republic of Texas. Did that, and it was the same situation. So the Brotherhood is always the dominant faction, and Lone Star doesn't really seem to bring in anything, with the exception of their stockpile, which did actually appear. And in fact, I sent a message to Happy saying it didn't. It did. There we go, got rid of that bit. So, while the base mechanics of the Provisional Republic of Texas work, it still feels very much like a work in progress. So since then, what I've done is... Oh, and also the tube heads, which were a puppet of the Brotherhood, did not get merged. They probably should, if they're a puppet. And Austin took all the territories they needed, then gave them to Ejecito for some reason. So I also console commanded their territories back so that they could actually join the Provisional Republic, because they can't otherwise. So that was a bit of a AI faux pas, and they definitely should not give up territories which are required to join the Provisional Republic. Like, they literally conquered this and then just gave it to the Ejecito. It wasn't a war or anything, they just gave it to them. Which is why our borders right now are a bit derpy. Although Ejecito did legitimately take Alamo. You'd get a focus to annex the tube heads, so you annex them prematurely. Even though they were a puppet of the Brotherhood already? And you don't lose Lone Star's army unlike Unity. True. Yeah, we kept the Brotherhood and Lone Star's armies. The annoying thing was we got the Brotherhood technology, but none of the Lone Stars. So Land Doctrine was lost completely. I had to cheat in the Land Doctrine. They hadn't even started one. Specialized Doctrines, they had taken all of the Brotherhood side rather than the specialized side. So I've undone all of that, and I've been taking the Specialist, the Special Forces. They had done no air research at all, so I cheated myself the air research. Their industry was pretty up to date, although they had lost the advanced industry, so I cheated myself that as well, because that should have been a Lone Star thing. They start with mini nukes, which Lone Star doesn't. And Lawkeeper Infantry. Lawkeeper Infantry being inherited, I think, is the right thing. Oh, we got Poseidon Energy. Interesting.